Mr. and Mrs. Ofeyado, they're joining me for a conversation. And today is Autism Awareness Day. So listen attentively. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You guys look cute, by the way.
Thank
And
you.
apologies, I didn't know the color was blue.
Yeah.
So your cute 3-year-old has been diagnosed.
Yes.
How long ago was this?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that gives you enough time. Now you are aware of what is happening.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. But how did it even start? How did the doctor break the news, and how did you take it?
When he was 1, in fact, the day he was actually 1, he got some infection that rushed us to Kolebu. So after that, when we came back, we realized he was losing his bye-bye. He was no longer making his ta-ta-ta. You call him, he will not respond to his name and all that. So it got the both of us worried. And then we spoke to a family doctor who asked if we've heard of autism before. And I said, yeah, in person. So, in fact, on my own, I took the pain to go on the net and then read. Then I realized he was showing signs of autism. Then he also gave us a referral to Kolebu.
Okay.
And they started with auditory. People probably thinking he could not hear and all that. So we went through all that.
But at this stage, he was 1.
Oh yes, he was 1, and then in fact 1 into 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had started school.
Yes, we took him to school, thinking maybe when he mingles with other kids, the speech would come and all that. But the school also said no. They had realized he wasn't mingling with the other kids. Would do so. We should just have a further check on him. So that was how it was started. So we went to Kolebu. We went through all that, and then finally we had to see one Dr. Bed for final assessment. So, but prior to that, we had been doing our checks. So we knew, in fact, it was pointing to autism.
So how was the feeling like at that point?
The first night I went on the net and read the signs. I wept. I broke down. I wept on my own.
Did you tell him what
No.
was happening?
He was also doing his own checks.
Yes. I think what happened was that we were doing our checks privately.
Okay.
I didn't know.
And you
how
were
to-
both crying within.
Oh, yes.
So I didn't know how to break the news to her or tell her, and I think she also did the same. She didn't know how to tell me that this was also happening. So after the doctor diagnosed Kofi that he has autism, then we all, broke the news to each other that I'd been reading about it, and I realized. So it didn't really come as a surprise after seeing the doctor. Yes.
Yeah, because in fact the doctor, you could see he found it so difficult to tell us, but but when he did, we're like, okay. So it's like we are the first parents. You see, like not breaking down in his office and all. Then we're like, okay, well maybe somehow our checks had helped us to be this strong.
But were you confident in your individual findings as to what autism is, how you could handle it, how Kofi was going to grow up with it?
For that, no. But after we took him to Awawa too, there were a series of parents training. And in fact, then you realize you're not the only
You're not alone.
Yes.
Okay.
You had other parents sharing their experiences and all that. It toughens you up. Then you learn so much. Taking it serious. So in fact, beginning you wouldn't know anything. And then you get to know it is not curable as of now.
But it's manageable.
It's manageable.
Yes, it's manageable.
Yes, very.
I've seen. I know Mary. You know Mary too.
Yeah.
And I've seen how her daughter has come up.
Doing so well.
So and that's inspiring, isn't it?
Oh yes,
Yes,
very,
really very inspiring.
very,
And I think
very.
there are other success stories as well. Not just in Ghana but across the world. So we've been reading about the success stories of autism, and then it gives us some hope. That yes, definitely, one day, something would happen. yes, we'll get a miracle or we'll get something positive out of it. Yes.
But Kofi is your first, so
Yes.
are you looking at going again?
Oh yes,
No,
he
we
has
have
a sister, a
yes.
3-year-old sister.
Oh, I didn't know that. I missed it. But did you have fears that if you went again, you would have a child with autism?
Yes, now somehow
Now,
we do.
yes.
But Aseye came, you know, without us even knowing then that Kofi was autistic.
Kofi was autistic, yes.
Okay, it just happened. But
Yeah,
now-
I know. The
Yeah.
second one always just happens.
Yes, that was how it happened. Whilst in the process of still diagnosing Kofi and then taking him back and forth, then
You guys are a fun couple. Because, you know, usually you hear stories of, and I think it's usually the women. The women are so worried.
Yes.
And they're looking for a way out. And the men are minding their business. Maybe they're going through their own troubles, but they are minding their business. They are not there at all. Before you know, the man is not available.
Yes.
And, you know, the relationship itself is...
Yes. It's not easy. I think it's not easy for the men. And I
It's not easy for the women either.
Oh, it's not easy for the women, but at least for the women, I know, you know, God has put something in women, you know, at least because they carry the babies for 9 months. There is this special thing about them. They have
Women
a bigger...
are powerful. That's
Yes,
was
they have a bigger heart. They are strong, you know, emotionally and all that. They might not exhibit it physically as we do, but inwardly, women are very, very strong and can handle some of these things.
Yeah.
But for a man, it's not easy at all. You know, it will take a very conscious effort for a man to come to terms with something like this. A very, very conscious effort to come to terms with autism. So, it's not the fault of the men. But we are trying, yes.
But I am inspired, you know, like seeing you, and I know because
for instance, in fact, he told me he was, you know, usually autistic children don't sit for long.
Okay.
So he told me he was going to make him sit for 2 hours. It's like, no, you can't do that. Do it at, every 5 minutes you bring him back.
Yeah.
I was there when he texted and said they are almost an hour into sitting. I was like, wow.
Yes, but you can't sit for more than 5 minutes.
He's doing so well.
Yeah.
So,
that's
so
nice.
well.
It's good to know. It's good to know that you've come a long way.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so right now, what are you doing? I mean, is Kofi in a normal school, or he still needs that special care?
We want to enroll him in the mainstream next term, but with a facilitator who would be in the class with him. And then we'll go at a pace he would understand, but would still be with the normal kids in class. So that's what we intend doing next term.
Would you say that Aseye perhaps has helped you, her coming has helped you in appreciating what is happening and coming to terms with it? You haven't really connected it.
No.
Okay.
No. But you see, one thing about autism is that you can't really come to terms with it fully. Because
once in a while,
every day there's a new thing. You know, you think this is solved, and the next week something new happens. You know, he's hyper, he's this. You need to find solutions to that and stuff. So you can't really come to terms with it fully. But Aseye is coming. You know, I think it made us realize the difference, the gap. Because her development is okay. She's normal, she's fine, she talks, she does the... So it made us realize, we didn't realize that with Kofi. So we realized...
Because he was alone?
Yes.
Okay.
So it made us realize the gap. But we thank God both of them are doing very well. They mingle. Yes.
Well.
They get along very, very well. I think...
Aseye especially has been very, very supportive.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean...
She hears the brother crying, wherever she is.
She will run to where the brother is.
Sometimes
and
she
then...
even tries feeding him.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think there was a time he pushed her, you know, and then she nearly lost the eye because they were playing, and then she hit her eye on some metal thing at home. So we went to stitch. And I thought that would make her, you know, withdraw from him. But after she was okay, that was, they were playing again, she would follow him anywhere and stuff like that. Yes. They will fight over the phone. As for the phone, they fight over it every time.
Every time.
Yes. But it's fun to watch them, you know. Sometimes it's really fun to watch them. We can spend the whole time just, yes.
Yes.
Watching them.
You know, they're laughing and all that. You wonder how they're able to understand each other.
Yes.
I want you to say something to parents who would be getting the news of their children for the first time and may not know how to handle it. You have been through it. You are the best people to give advice.
You see, I'll start from being observant with your child.
Okay.
Usually, people will tell you, especially boys don't talk early and all that. As soon as you realize, you know, there's something wrong with your child, seek medical advice. And then, when finally you are told your child is autistic, yes, you are human, you break down and all that. As quickly as possible, put yourself together and be strong for the child. What you are eventually going to be everything him, thinking for him, doing everything for him and all that. You have to be strong to take care of an autistic child. When you are down, you won't make any progress or success with him. You need to be strong. It's difficult. And don't think it is your fault or your husband's or it's something
Did you blame yourself at one point or the other? You tried to look back. Did I drink something?
Good.
Did I fall? When I was pregnant?
Did I laugh at someone?
Did you laugh at someone?
Yeah, stigmatize somebody or stuff like that. Yeah, you think a lot. In fact, you think very, very wild. You have very, very wild, you know, imaginations and stuff about this thing. And then you think back, what happened? What might have happened? What might have caused this and stuff like that. In fact, we are always thinking.
But it has nothing to do with you.
No.
I mean,
it has nothing to do with you.
Not at all.
It has nothing to do with you.
So, and because of that, we don't hide him.
Okay.
We are all over the place with Kofi.
But how did you make that decision? Because I know of a parent who she doesn't even want her real name to come out.
Oh yes.
She would share her experience with me via phone, but not because she doesn't want people because of stigmatization.
Yeah.
How did you make that decision of we want to tell our story and not hide Kofi?
Yes.
You know, I for one, I decided I won't allow you to stigmatize me.
Okay.
You know, so I will just hit you with it. When I take Kofi to town, and then, you know, per his behavior and stuff, you want to come and tell, oh, he's autistic, so please. Then you have to deal with it. Yes. So then you have to deal with it. So you don't come to, I don't know, why is your son behaving this way and stuff like that. No. So I will hit you with it. He's autistic. This is autism. It's this. So when you see this behavior and stuff, manage it. Yes.
When you say that, how do you think people take it?
I don't really think
They understand.
they understand.
And
yes.
they think you have spoiled your child. You can't control him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Yes, especially, yes.
Okay, then that's a good thing. I won't be offended if you thought that way about my child.
You have spoiled your child. You can't control him. Your child is all over the place, taking things from people and all that. You can't control her and all that. So when you take the opportunity to tell them he's autistic, even that, they don't understand. Sometimes you wish they would go back and read. So that's why we are creating this awareness.
Okay.
So that people get to go. There are a lot of such children in the system.
Yes.
You know, in my office, I tell my colleagues. So I was there one day when our secretary came to that. Madam, I think there are some twins here who are behaving like how your son behaves. Yes, so I took the pain, went and so and I realized they are autistic. There are lots of them in the system. So you need to come out, tell your story, then somebody hears and then brings the child out. Don't hide them.
And then
I take Kofi everywhere.
You know, I think one very important thing is that when parents give birth to their children, apart from just being observant with them, their motor skills and all that, they need to take one thing into consideration: the weighing. When they go for weighing, you know, there's this book they give to us, stating the child's growth and progress from month to month.
And sometimes they draw. There's a
graph. Yes, I think what the nurses are most interested in is the weight gain. Yes, the weight gain and the weight loss. But there are a lot of vital information in that book, and parents should really read that book and then do other researches as well.
Okay.
Because there are some parents who will tell, my son doesn't really cry, my daughter doesn't cry at all. It's you know, then it's a red flag.
I'll go and take my book again because I'm also interested in the weighing bits, and then you know the towards the back of it they say child seen doing well. And then the next appointment.
Yes.
So I'll also go and look at the book again.
There are a lot of vital information about the children in there.
In fact, after delivery, when you leave the hospital, the next person you see almost every month is the weighing attendants.
Yes.
So we expect some level of education there. When you're even breastfeeding your child and he's not making this eye contact with you, you should be worried, because autistic children don't make eye contact. It's one of the signs. But you see, we wait until they are old. And we have old folks around, they will tell you, they don't talk early, is speech delay or come and all that. Yes, speech delay is there, but autism goes beyond that.
Oh, I thank you for sharing your story with me and everybody else watching today. Is something happening today?
Today we are all wearing blue.
I'm wearing my blue.
Yes, but tomorrow we are having the Autism Awareness Walk.
Okay.
At the Ifasadalan Children's Park. I think we'll go through the streets of to Osu and back, and then come and have some medical screening and stuff for the caregivers and then the parents and some talks.
Okay.
So anyone who has an autistic child, we'll encourage that at least you come. The doctors and the stakeholders will all be there, and they will really share a lot of experiences and then give medical advice to the parents and the caregivers. So if you can,
and anyone who
just
cares
pass
to
by.
know what autism is.
Autism is, yes.
Just
okay. So the
they are all
F4
invited.
Sutherland Children's Park.
Yes.
From what time, please?
From 6
a.m. Yes. To like 4 or 5.
Tomorrow is our
Because yes,
Okay.
there are a lot of activities.
So it's more like a family day out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So
I'll pass
people
through.
can.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I'll
you should
pass
come.
through.
You should
I
come.
will.
Yeah, with your blue.
I have a lot of friends because I had some kids who did this.
Yeah.
They're just at the
Yes,
but
and this is a wise place.
So,
Yeah.
yes, so I will come.
Oh, sure.
Solidarity.
Yes, thank you.
But I think I kept saying today is Autism Awareness. The day is actually tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Because
yes.
there's no AM show tomorrow.
Yeah.
We thought we'll have this conversation today, Friday. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
for
you
being
too.
here. I wish you all the best.
Yes.
Please never give up. I want to see you like this every year. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ofeado,
Yes.
please don't lose it. I beg you, don't. Maintain this. You are an inspiration.
I hear. Thank you very
As for
much.
Mrs. Ofeado, I mean, we're women. Yeah, so no empathy. Yeah. All right, stay with us. We've got a lot more talk coming up right here on the AM show. Thanks for all the comments. I won't be able to go through because of time, but we will share the comments with you after AM talk right here. Stay with us.